Hello everybody. I'm going to videotape the preparation and inserting the backsplash behind my sink. I've done a little bit of work already, just prep work. Got some plastic down on the floor. I'm going to do a lot of this work right in the house. You'll see the lines there on the wall. You can barely see them. That's from a wire brush. The sandpaper wasn't doing the trick to get the surface roughed up, so I bought a couple dollars for a wire brush and worked on getting it roughed up just a little bit. Went ahead and took the covers off these plugs and put the extenders behind them, and you can see that metal extender. Plastic ones don't work very well for these, at least I couldn't find any. And I'm putting on this thick ledgestone. I've already pre-cut some of the pieces that are going to go across the top up here in the bottom top level. Now I just need to go through. I'll start today with the first piece. Got a few of my pieces here. Wanted to show you the mortar that I'll be using for this backsplash. If you go to a place like Menards, they have a pretty good graph, I'm sure so does Home Depot and Lowe's, that shows you what you need. This is heavy stone, so I'm using the large tile mortar, 383 in this case. Just mixing it here in a bucket. Got my extra bucket to wash and clean if needed. And yeah, that's a cat litter bucket. I've got everything kind of ready to go. I've put plastic over the sink and duct tape that on there. Got the drill with the attachment. I prefer to use it to mix the mortar rather than by hand. And it works pretty well. So, got a little bit of water in the bottom of the bucket. You want to start with a little water first. And I went ahead and put plastic on the floor as well. Got an extra bucket for the water just to clean everything up. Now we just have to wait. I have to get the wet saw filled up and ready to go, which it'll be a little bit here before I get out to get it going. A little cool morning. I want it to get warmer to make sure nothing's below freezing. I've gotten the first couple of pieces on here. You can see I'm going to need to have a couple of cuts on top. Sorry about that. I ran into one issue. Reached out just a little bit further than I thought it would, so I had to pull these two right here off with the pliers. Then I went ahead and cut them back like this. I'll go ahead and back butter them and put them in so the light fixture fits over it. They were hitting this metal on the side there. I've gotten past the first outlet and it's looking pretty good. There is a gap at the top. I'm debating on whether to fill that or not. As you can tell, you really don't see it, but depends if I have any leftovers at this point. I did have a little bit of issue around here. Just making sure I had to trim some stones so that there wasn't a big gap all the way around. You can see there could easily be a gap around the edges. And then once I got around there, I had to do some small pieces to fill in little gaps to make it all even again. Now we're getting ready to come out here and open up into the bigger area. A couple more on here. I will say that one thing I haven't already mentioned, rubber mallet. Necessary. You think you've got these on here, but you pop it with a rubber mallet a few times and you can see them move and set. So I'd highly recommend it. Not done with everything underneath yet, but I'm going to make this last row across the top, and I've just got that over there. So making progress. Looks pretty sharp so far. Kind of a learning curve. I see there's a couple places but I probably could have planned out better, but overall it's going very well. It's getting there. Definitely looking better. I'm trying to do a little bit of nip and tuck cutting there so I can get the final stretch, so it won't be long. Pretty much finished. I just need to fill in a couple of little wide cracks here and there with what I have, which is mortar, and clean it down, wipe it down pretty good. Overall, it looks beautiful. It's way better than it was. You can see that anything that was washed run on after, taken out and run afterwards is cleaner, so I need to give it a scrub down, I think, of some kind and seal it.